you sure this is not part of the reason why Emeka decided to back out from the case? Or rather, take a break. I wouldn't say he backed out because truth no dey that man mouth. That man and Yinka, I don't know who they lie past. They will say this today and tomorrow they will say another thing. I think there is a lady called Ruth, who I think she's a lawyer or thereabout. I don't know. But the woman has been dealing with Emeka, this bad lawyer, dragging him in the scrotum. Guess what Emeka did? If you notice that you are, suffocating him, or you are pinning on him, he tends to look for other ways to get you. So Barrister Ruth's husband, guess what? Emeka went and sent long message to Barrister Ruth's husband. Thinking that the man will not caution the wife. You know how Emeka does now, put fear inside of you, tell you all sort of things for you to now start having issue in your marriage. Because in fact, apart from that, he will lay allegation against you. Now wetin he dey do? So that was what he did to Barrister Ruth's husband. And guess what? The man quick give Emeka water. They didn't know that, or rather, he didn't know that the man is a confirmed nation. This thing I'm talking to you, it happened last week. They look anybody's face. He said Koromoto lawyer is busy online fighting women. Well, if you notice, that's what this bad lawyer is doing, fighting women. That he should continue his fight with women and take his name out of his mouth. But meanwhile, he has done the needful by reporting him to the Dutch police. And as we speak now, his location will be revealed soon, considering the fact that the man in question is a tech person. Emeka, you go dey find tech person trouble. Tech bro? Abeg go, come be like saying that, come be say the tech bro dey abroad. Abba. Now wow. So Emeka now went to send him a message. Imagine, send him message on the WhatsApp. The man can't expose him. Mr. Emeka, I have received your unsolicited WhatsApp message regarding my wife. To begin with, I have never had any dealings with you, nor have I given you my private telephone number. The fact that you obtained my personal contact details and chose to contact me regarding your dispute with my wife is both inappropriate and unwelcome. This is someone that claimed that he graduated from Harvard University, and yet you don't know when is boundary. Your letter contains numerous assumptions and factual inaccuracy. Firstly, my wife has no aliases. She has only 3 Facebook pages. Her personal Facebook page, Ruth BNDGG, by the way, that is her legal name. Her legal page relating to her legal blog, another blog. Her middle name exists solely in support of Mayu Edochie. Contrary to your assertion, she has never hidden behind anonymous identities, because it be like say Emeka they claim say the wife they run different multiple bully pages. Secondly, the fact that my surname differs from hers does not make her name fake. My wife is of Nigerian, Portuguese and Dutch background. In Holland, using a husband's last name is entirely up to the woman. There is nothing unusual or suspicious about that. Thirdly, you appear to misunderstand Dutch law. Everyone who studied law in the Netherlands are referred to as lawyers. However, if you choose to practice, then you are called an advocate. My wife has never presented herself as a registered Dutch advocate. She has consistently described herself as a legal counsel and jurist. Those are not protected titles under Dutch law and do not require registration on the Dutch Advocaten Tableau. Therefore, your suggestion that she has mispresented her professional status is simply incorrect, and your method of writing I also perceive blackmail. So Emeka wanted to blackmail the woman, thinking that, oh, she's not practicing law and the rest of them. You unko that it is bad, and you are still claiming that you are working. Meanwhile, me and you know say you never enter courthouse since. Please, pre-warriors, you people should help me. Since you are celebrating Emeka Upanda, help me and ask him why he has not entered the law court. Like, why he never wear in robe. Let's see a picture of him. Not every time, oh, when I was in Harvard, when I practiced 1980s. Like, if you see the years where this man they call old glory. Oga, talk about new glory now. Why they talk every time old glory? What is all this about this your old glory? Talk about the new recent present happening, and stop suffocating people with this your nonsense old glory talk. Yes, so I said what I said. He said, I like how this man, Barrister Ruth's husband, is dealing with Emeka. My wife is lawfully entitled to provide legal services within the scope permitted under Dutch law. She's properly established for her legal activities in the Netherlands and complies with the legal requirements applicable to her work. I am also aware of her support for May Edochie. May is not an anonymous internet personality to my friend. She is a personal friend. Wow. They live together as neighbors in a duplex rented from Mrs. Douglas during 2012 to 2013. Her support for me is therefore based on a genuine personal relationship, not internet gossip. Una dey see am. Now it is beginning to make sense to me. So Barrister Ruth and Queen May, they are really very personal friends because they were neighbors and they lived in a duplex rented from Mrs. Douglas 2012-2013. Maybe that was the last house that they lived before Queen May built her mansion. It was your repeated public statement about May, together with your public activities and claims regarding your professional status, that prompted my wife to submit information to the relevant authorities for their independent assessment. Every citizen has the right to submit evidence to appropriate authorities and request that they investigate. This is how the rule of law operates. I find it particularly interesting that you signed your name under DPA International, but your phone number registration reads Ekulele Groups. In any case, what concerns me far more is your own conduct. My wife showed me a few of your videos calling women worse than dogs, poison, stupid, daft, prostitutes, etc. And you're accusing my wife of bullying with no evidence. Without any invitation or prior contact, you searched for and obtained my private telephone number, contacted me directly, discussed my family, made allegation about my wife, and referred to private aspects of our lives. I consider that conduct unacceptable. I have taken steps to preserve your message together with the associated online material. A copy will be sent to the Dutch police and to the order of advocates, because I can read between the lines that you are setting out to blackmail my wife, and your message to me is a proof. Everything wrote down are all lies. My wife is a legal counsel. She owns Word Legal, New Word Legal. She's into legal consultations as well, and she does teach law as well. I did a quick research before responding to you, and from what I have read about you online, I can conclude that you are a dangerous man. Since I am not entitled to keep your message for safety reasons, I sent it to Uju to publish your lies and how you manipulate people. Oh, by the way, Uju is a friend too. Wow. Should you continue contacting me or continue publishing or disseminating personal information about my family, I will personally report the matter to the competent Dutch authority. Since you have my phone number, then you should know that I am an IT expert, meaning tracking your VPN isn't difficult at all. So keep me off your issues with my wife. I read you are stubborn and don't back down, neither does she. I am guessing it's something to do with your Igbo origin. So whether my wife's concerns are justified is no longer a matter for Facebook debates. The relevant authority will assess the evidence independently and reach their own conclusion. So I do not understand why you have set out to attack my wife simply because my wife made you several claims online and she referred questions for investigation. Why is that a problem? How does coming after my wife equate request for investigation in Nigeria? If you think you have a case, gladly approach the Dutch courts, as that is my wife's area of expertise. She's well known in the court arena. Finally, I find it remarkable that a grown man chose to spend so much of time engaging in prolonged online disputes with women instead of allowing legal process to speak. Yeah, I like how this man speaks. Do not contact me again regarding this matter. I do not involve myself with all this kind of nonsense. I do not want to engage me in this conflict. Be warned and take your rubbish away from my family. Bam. ASAP. And after that, Emeka backed out. The man finished work. This is a family man, not that Koromoto, woman lawyer.